Welcome back. The Biden administration is now reportedly weighing more limits on China's access to chips needed for artificial intelligence. Bloomberg writes this: the measures being discussed would limit China's ability to use a cutting-edge chip architecture known as Gate-All-Around, or GAA. GAA promises to make semiconductors even more powerful and is currently being introduced by chip makers. Semiconductor companies such as NVIDIA and Intel are looking to start mass production of chips with GAA design within the next year. Joining me right now is One Shared World founder, former National Security Council, State Department and United Nations official, and former World Health Organization committee member, expert committee member, Jamie Metzl. He's the author of the new book, Super Convergence, out right now. Jamie, it's great to have you. Thank you so much for being here.
Oh, it's always my great pleasure, Maria.
Congratulations on the book, and we're going to get to the book in a moment. But I'm going to get your take, because you've been so adamant about, look, we need an investigation into the origins of COVID. Yeah. You've been pushing back on the Communist Party of China, which is really, thank you for the courage on that. We still haven't gotten the investigation that we need. But now the administration is trying to limit this access to chips. Your reaction?
I think it's really important. There was a time when we thought, well, globalization is going to bring everybody together. We have open economy, free trade, things that you and I have advocated for a long time. But China has taken advantage of that openness. They're trying to use our openness against us. And so the last thing that we should be doing is empowering China to fight us, giving them access to chips that are going into Russian weapons that are killing people in Ukraine. So we must pull back. And chips are the way station to the future of our economies. And so we really need stronger controls.
How much infiltration do you think there has been by the Chinese Communist Party in America? I mean, look, the NDAA tried to do exactly what the Biden administration is talking about by banning several Chinese companies from putting their networking equipment in U.S. But there's already so much embedded in our businesses and in our economy. And that's what they didn't do. They should have actually pulled it all out, but that would have been an expensive endeavor.
Yeah, it's just massive infiltration. I mean, China is having cyber attacks on our critical infrastructure all the time. There's sleeper technologies in our power stations, really everywhere. We've had this philosophy of openness, and China has taken advantage of that. And unfortunately, it's tragic. This new Cold War is emerging, largely because of China's behavior, and we need to change our mindset. And that also means that our companies, who have just been very comfortable, and it's maybe been good for a lot of companies to have these supply chains weaving through China, now need to recognize that any supply chain going through China is a risk.
I would say there were enablers during World War II as well, by the way. I'm sorry. But, you know, corporations need to understand national security issues as well. Let's talk about the book. I don't know who to be more afraid of, the Communist Party of China or AI. Your new book, Super Convergence, How the Genetics, Biotech, and AI Revolutions Will Transform Our Lives, Work, and World. It is out now at your book signing last night. You said that for the first time, and this struck me because I was listening to your remarks real closely, you said for the first time, the human race has done what no one thought could be done, and that is recreate life.
Yeah.
What does she mean by that?
So life has existed on this planet for about 3.8 billion years. Our one species suddenly has these two superpowers. It's almost like some might call it godlike superpowers to create novel intelligence. So AI, where it's not human intelligence, it's this new thing that we're creating, and to recreate life. We can't create life from scratch, but we can manipulate existing life to do all kinds of things. And it's scary, and it's also exciting. I mean, so there's all kinds of treatments for cancers, new ways of thinking about healthcare, doing agriculture better with more productivity, getting new industrial materials like spider silk, synthetic spider silk that's stronger than Kevlar and stretchier than elastic, data storage. There's so many great stories. But there are really significant dangers, and whether it's the dangers of AI, the dangers of crashing ecosystems, as you mentioned, COVID-19, the vaccines were really great models of what we can do with science, but the pandemic itself is very likely resulting from a research-related incident in Wuhan. So that also shows what some of these dangers. And so because there are dangers and opportunities, the question is, what can we do now to build the best possible future?